Hey guys, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a chatty. Get ready with me. I was gonna do a vlog and I decided not to do a vlog because, well, if I did a vlog, I'd probably do a car vlog. And I can't do one of those because, I mean I could, I would just have to pull over somewhere and talk to you guys. But then I'm like, let's just do it this way. Let's just do it get ready with me instead of talking in my car. Just update you guys on some things that are going on in my life. I've been using this Bobbi Brown face base. I really like this a lot. I don't know if it's gonna be too heavy for me in the summer months. I feel like it might be something that I'm probably not gonna be using in the summer. We'll see. It's very moisturizing, but I feel like, I know it's crazy, but I feel like here in Florida, I feel like I still need my moisture, like my extra moisturizer. My skin is still dry here. My eyes have been so crazy because of my allergies, if you can see. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of color correcting there. Oh my gosh. You guys, if you get this Lancome color corrector, this one is the peach, and yours is gonna probably be this size. Not this size, it's probably gonna last you forever because I have a sample of it and I've had it for a year now. Now I've only really been using a lot lately, but oh my, see, I feel like I'm wiping some of it off because I got too much on. I'm just gonna take my blender. You seriously only use a very little amount of that or you will look like a Oompa Loompa. Let me fill you in on what's been going on in my life. I painted my whole entire house myself. It took me about, I think it took me about a month to do, and I finished it. When did I finish it now? Has it been done for about a week? I think so. I don't know, time goes by fast here. I swear, I don't know what it is, but I feel like time goes by really fast now that we live here, which I don't like. I've been, just finished painting my entire house. I'm just doing very low. I'm using the Fuss-Runs, you guys know. Look at, I'm still getting product out. This lasts you forever. And don't use a lot of it either. Only use it where you need it. I painted my ceilings. I painted the crown molding, the trim, the door, like everything in my house that I could. Next is going to be our cabinets because they're already painted, so I have to repaint them. This house was not really well taken care of. It's really sad, and I didn't notice how bad it was when we bought it. But then once the house is empty, you're like, oh my gosh. Love the color because it's a gray that has a blue base in it. So it is so pretty with the crown molding and just, I love it. So the ceiling color is a little different though. The ceiling color is a little bit more of a creamy color because I wanted to be able to see the crown molding. I didn't want it to be like white and then you can't see it. The paint was pretty easy to work with except that because the walls are textured, I had so much touching up to do. It was like, oh my gosh, I missed this spot, I missed that spot. So I don't think it was the paint. Painting was a nightmare. Everything on my body hurt me. This is how it all started. Okay, so I was like, I told my husband, we're gonna hire someone to do it. But before we moved in our last house, we had the house painted, and I think we paid $7,000 to have our house painted, and it wasn't even everything. At first I was like, I didn't want to do it all. I was gonna hire someone. But then I was like, I'm gonna have to because we had to buy everything brand new, and it's not like we have a money tree. So then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna paint the walls, but we'll hire someone to do the ceiling and the trim. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna paint the walls and the trim, but we're gonna hire someone to do the ceiling. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna paint the walls, the trim, and the ceiling. So I ended up doing it all. I must be crazy out of my mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. I'm just putting on my color science. I love this because I told you guys before, I cannot keep foundation on my nose, and I like this because it has a sunscreen in it. Usually your nose gets sunburned, and it's just a nice color corrector. I mean, we usually have some sort of redness or something on your nose. Now this corrects more than redness, but that's what I use it for. These two are the two that I use. I've been going through, and now my thing is I'm cleaning the grout on my bathroom floors. They were black, and it's supposed to be white. I'm cleaning those, and this is how you clean it in case you didn't know, and it is like a miracle. This is a miracle. You take hydrogen peroxide, you squirt it into the grout areas, Then you take baking soda and you just sprinkle it right on top of there, and you can let it sit on for like 5 minutes or so. Then you take a brush, and the brush that I have looks like a toothbrush. So that's all you do. You take that brush and it's like a miracle. It's just like you just scrub it. You don't even have to scrub it that hard. You scrub it. Then I take a damp sponge, I wipe it off, and it's like, holy cow, I have brand new floors. Because I have one of those Shark steamers, and I've been, I've steamed my floors. And that's how I clean my floors for the most part. I steam them. I go between that and those little wet Swiffer things. But I've been steaming it. It just wasn't enough to get all that old stuff out. So now it's unbelievable. It makes me happy. I'm weird like that. I like clean, and it just makes me, like, I keep thinking about all the things I want to clean around my house. I'm so weird. I think I'll do the Norvina palette. I want easy clean. So anything that I bring in the house, I'm just not bringing stuff in. I think I just got burnt out from my blog. I really, really think I did. Because when I had my blog, well, I still have my blog, but when I was really, like, a lot of my content, I'm just I'm just republishing stuff that I've already written, basically. It's just running by itself right now. Once in a while I put some new stuff on there, but I really got burnt out by my blog because I just felt like I had to constantly redecorate my house. You know, I had to constantly do that because if I was showing you the same stuff over and over, you probably would be bored. I got really, really burnt out from doing, you know, just redecorating my house. I was constantly, you know, buying stuff and moving things around and changing things and painting, and oh my gosh, I just got so burnt out from it. I really, really did. And I don't even like decorating for Christmas anymore because of it, because I was at the point where, you know, in the summertime I had to start thinking about Christmas. And then on Halloween I would have to decorate my house for Christmas, and it just ruined it for me. I know some people like, I could just have Christmas in my house all year round. Well, that's great. I'm really happy for you. I'm just not that person because I just feel like I don't know, I just don't like clutter anymore. I just don't like clutter. I like things to be organized and neat and clean and whatever. When we were getting our house ready to put on the market, probably a couple of years before that, I slowly started purging things in my house, and things that I never thought I could get rid of, I don't miss at all. I don't miss any of that stuff. I got used to living with a lot less too. I really did. I got used to not having all of that stuff. Seriously, if there was a wall, I filled it. If there was a corner, I had stuff in it. I had vignettes everywhere. I mean, it was nice, but I'm just like, ugh. And I'm not saying that if I look at somebody's house, I think it looks horrible. No, it's just for me in my house, I can't do it. Just don't like I just feel like it smothers me. I'm telling you, I could have wrote that book that lady wrote. What was it? The Art of whatever it's called. You know, that big book now about organizing and not hoarding and all that. I'm gonna take you back a little bit. Probably, well, this was many, many years ago. I used to love reading decorating magazines. I used to keep them all in a big tote in our basement. One day I was looking through to find this magazine, and I don't know why I didn't notice this before, but I had hundreds of magazines. And then I looked around the basement, I had totes of like decorating stuff that I didn't have out. Just was like overwhelmed with the stuff that I had, and I was like, oh my gosh. And that day I started purging. Then when we were getting our house ready to sell, and I was getting rid of a lot of stuff. I mean, stuff I didn't think I'd ever get rid of. I just liked the way my house felt after that. I just felt like, I don't know, it's like when you have too much stuff, you almost feel like it smothers you. I just like having less. So here's the thing with me in decorating. If I am going to bring anything into my house, it has to have a purpose. So I'm not bringing in, you know, pieces and pieces of furniture like I used to. I'm not bringing in tchotchkes. It all has to serve a purpose. So I'm being very, very particular about anything I bring in the house. I'm really thinking about purchases before I purchase it. So my house is not really going to be totally decorated for a while. You guys probably saw a picture. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw a picture of my foyer and the light that I had. We just moved a light that was in my husband's foyer there, and the light that was in the foyer we moved in his den because it's more of an industrial looking and it just fits in with his office better. But I am not bringing in a bunch of stuff. If you have ever been thinking about getting white slip-covered furniture because you saw it on Instagram and you saw a blogger have it, don't. Seriously, don't do it unless you're okay with living with dirty slipcovers constantly. I bought white slip-covered furniture because I like the look of it. I was afraid to do it, but so many people said, oh, it's no big deal. It's just, you just take them off and you just throw them in the wash, put some bleach on it, put them back on. It's like not a big deal at all. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. At least the ones I have. I have denim, which I thought was the right fabric to get. They're white. And so anytime after you wash them, you get, your hair comes off on it. I mean, we're not shedding like crazy, but you shed. Okay, so your hair, I have a cat, so cat hair gets on it. Your jean, if you wear jeans, that's gonna rub off on it. Washing them is a pain in the butt. I have to do a little by little. I have like a commercial size washing machine. Okay, so it's a nice big washing machine. And I still have to do little by little because I feel like someone told me my machine needs to be cleaned. I don't know. I do that maintenance, but I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to clean it because I have that stuff that you put in it to clean it, the cycle. Maybe I have to do it a couple times because I feel like I will wash it. I'll take it out and I'll have a streak of brown. And I'm like, where in the heck did that come from? It's almost like it like sits there because of the heavy fabric and it just doesn't, I don't know what it is. I don't know, but I'm not buying a new washing machine. Okay, so that's not an option. But I'm just telling you because you see it all over Instagram. I'm just telling you this, it's just like a little service announcement. If you were thinking about getting white slip-covered furniture, unless you don't mind them being dirty all the time, I would say don't get them. Because I'm gonna probably have to do it once a month, which I really didn't want to do that. But like I said, it's not that easy. They're really not easy to get off. They're not easy to put back on. It's like a wrestling match and you have to put them on damp. You can't put them on completely dry because they will shrink and they are custom fit to fit. It just gets so dirty. So I have like furry blankets. So where I sit, my husband sits, we sit on blankets. And then on my ottoman, I have a big blanket on that. It's really kind of dumb. I'm like, I have furniture that I'm covering up. If I don't do that, then I would be washing them every freaking week. And like, who has time to do that? Because it's an all day thing. I mean, I will start 8 o'clock in the morning and I will be done at 8 o'clock at night. I'm not kidding you, because by the time you wash it, and then I usually have to rewash it, sometimes several times because it doesn't come all the way clean. And then I have to dry it and then put it back on. So it is like an all-day project when I do it. I really don't look forward to it. It's the worst mistake I've ever made. I'm an idiot. So yeah, I'm not going to be one of those people telling you, oh yeah, they're so great, because people lied to me. They told me they had them and they were so great. And then after this happened, I talked to somebody that said that. She's like, oh yeah, well, I usually put blankets on. Well, I didn't get furniture to put blankets on. And I know that they're white. But my thing was, one, I didn't think they would get dirty that fast. I don't know why, I just didn't think they would. Because we're not sloppy people. I already told you how clean I am. And I just didn't think it was going to be that big of a pain to clean. So I just figure you just whip them off, you throw them all in the wash, and you put them back on. That's the way everybody describes it, and they are lying. They are lying. I'm telling you, they are not pea truth, because it is not that easy. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment below, give this video a like, make sure you subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell too so I show up in your row, and that is it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you real soon. Bye.